What up, Dokkanners? Happy Global World Tournament weekend. While the World Tournament is going on, I wanted to do a little video talking about the JP side of the game for the upcoming 9th anniversary, because they have given some clarifying details on what is going to be happening in terms of this fan meetup. It's more than we thought. So let's just go through this here. The participants of the 9th anniversary fan meetup have finally been decided. So after submitting all of your applications or whatever, they've already chosen who's going to be attending. If you are watching this video and you are attending, let me know in the comments. I don't think any JP player who lives in Japan watches the channel, but I could be wrong, because I didn't think that there were any global players who live in Japan, but there are. So you never know. If you are a JP player who lives in Japan or is somehow qualified to attend this, please let me know. I don't know if it's just, maybe if you try hard enough, you could get in and you don't live in Japan. I don't know. So let me know. Participants will be notified individually via in-game notices to confirm their participation rights, so please check. In addition, participants in this event will receive a special title, this one right here. We will grant this in-game by the day of the event, so please check it out. The 9th anniversary fan meetup special stage will be live streamed. That will be announced at a later date. So of course, I will be live streaming this whole thing, and then we'll be translating everything. So make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss the 9th anniversary action. Even though global is still behind, we want to know what's coming up. We want to see and be in on the hype. So we will definitely be watching that together. Please look forward to the 9th anniversary campaign that will begin soon. For inquiries, blah, 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 blah. So let's jump in and take a look at this link here. So they provided a link to go over the details. So it's all in Japanese, so we obviously can't read it. So I took the liberty of translating it, starting with this right here. This is obviously regarding the dates. Now, as you can see, there are 2 different dates at 2 different venues. So originally, we thought that it was going to be the same date for 2 different venues so that people in 2 areas of Japan could have a better chance at attending, but apparently not. So in Tokyo, January 21st, 2024, 1 p.m. JST on a Sunday, that is when the part 1 fan meetup will take place. So this is not going to be happening also in Osaka. This is just in Tokyo. There will be a live stream for it, so of course we will watch that. But those in attendance will be having to go to this location. Then they're doing one in Osaka in February. So this is for part 1, and this seemingly is for part 2. So February 10th, which is a Saturday, at 1 p.m. JST in Osaka, they're doing a second fan meetup. So this is now kind of building off of what they did last year, where it was just a singular part, which is going to be very interesting, because I don't know logistically how this is going to work. I would imagine that probably this, I don't really know what to say, because, you know, once we have the part 1, we then go into part 2. So the people who are attending this would have already consumed the part 1 content. They would have summoned for the new units. They would have obviously seen when the new units are. So all that would be left is speculating on what part 2 could be based on the themes established in part 1. So they really can't afford to miss with these units. Not that they typically would. The anniversary units have been good upon release. Unfortunately, some of them do age much faster than others. So it's really going to be interesting to see how these units perform when it comes to the 9th anniversary. So will the same attendees from part 1 be back for part 2? Have they specifically made it so that the ones who attend part 1 cannot attend part 2? I don't know, but they do have 2 separate dates. And if we look at the last year 8-year anniversary scheduling, for the 22nd to the 29th, that was the countdown week. So this was the warm-up week before the festivities kicked off. But before that, JP was in the New Year's celebration, which is what they're in right now. 28th of December till the 21st of January, this was the movie celebration part 4. This was the Gohan and Piccolo. So this year it is the Hirudegarn Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So after that is over, they will then jump into the 9-year anniversary countdown. So during this, that is when they will be attending, or at least some people will be attending this event. So once that is over, once this event is over, and once the week warm-up week is over, then we jump into part 1. And then for part 2, even though it starts on the 10th of February, around there, even though this shows February 10th, that's not actually when the part 2 banner drops. The part 2 banner drops a week into part 2, which is a little annoying for some people. I understand that. But it is a week into part 2 that the second banners show up. So that is why this is still okay. This still gives people a week to learn what the theme is going to be, or learn what the units are going to be here. And then we have a week to talk about it, discourse on social media, and then we come back and summon a week later. So that is how this is going to be shaping up. What are they going to be doing in terms of performance and stuff like that? I don't know, but there is a little bit more to the site here. So this is the next little section. Event overview to commemorate the 9th anniversary of the game. Dokkan, a fan meeting has been decided. This time there are 2 venues in Tokyo, Osaka. There will also be a special event booth and special stage. Also, souvenirs exclusive to participants. That's cool. Okay. Then we've got this, the big ticket item, the guests that are going to be attending. We've got the Sunshine Man, the dude who had unlimited energy. If you know, you know. If you've seen the memes, you've seen the memes. And then I forget what this guy's, well, this guy's name is right here, Shupe. So he is like a comedian. I don't remember if he did anything in particular of note. Nothing comes to mind except for this guy. This guy and his insane energy. I don't remember anything about Shupe-san, but we'll see. So both of these guys are going to be in attendance. Tokyo venue, again, these are the dates right here. And then what else do they have? All right, what's this? Tokyo venue Sunday, January 21st, doors open. February 10th, Saturday, doors open. Event opening, free time, so where they just hang out. Special stage, I'm assuming this is like the Omatsu panel where he'll explain stuff, or maybe this is where they go over the new units. Venue limited stage event. This might be the time attack, the Dokkan speed battle. And then free time, you can enjoy content, event ends. I'm wondering in this itinerary, I mean, this is obviously Google translated, so this may not necessarily be correct, but for 30 minutes, is this going to be the unit reveal and the FAQ? Last year, Omatsu did do an FAQ, some of which have resonated with the fan base even till now. One of the main things being that Dokkan is at least planned for until the 10-year anniversary. Some people took that as a good thing, like, wow, they planned ahead. Some people took that as panic mode, thinking Dokkan is coming to an end. But regardless, there will probably be another FAQ, and I would imagine there would be one for part 1 and for part 2. But the question is, are they going to allow people to criticize or question how the quality of the units in part 1? So I imagine there will probably be a very careful filtration process here with the questions, or maybe they'll say each person ask a question, but keep in mind that this may not be answered, that may not be answered. I don't know how they're going to do that, but obviously they're not going to like read toxic questions. Plus JP players are they're not, I don't know, JP players, I don't think I've really interacted with too many JP players in Japan to know if they're really upset about something in Dokkan. How are they? All I know is how the global international fandom sort of reacts on the global side, which is very interesting. Is the JP player base the same? I don't know. So how would they react if, let's say, I don't know, for argument's sake, we have Beast Gohan and Cell Max, right? And Beast Gohan again is bad, or mid, or whatever you want to call it, right? If that ends up being the case for part 1, then what will that cause in terms of part 2 and the FAQs, or just the follow-up regarding part 1? I don't know. I don't know how they're going to work around that, circumvent that. So that is what this looks like. It's a 5-hour event. Of course, all 5 hours isn't necessary for the live stream. The live stream will probably be somewhere to like an hour to maybe an hour and a half. So somewhere in here, I feel like from 1400 to 1600. So 2 p.m. JST to 4 p.m. JST. This will probably be the part that the live stream audience will be privy to. And then let's see, what else do they have here? One last page. So this Tokyo venue near Shinagawa, near Osaka, number of guests, 250 people at each venue, 500 total. We are recruiting participants for the in-game campaign for Dokkan, blah, 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 blah. Recruitment period is closed. So yeah, you have no shot of joining now. It's over. But there you have it. That is the full breakdown on the site. And then at the bottom, I think it shows you how you were able to sign up. Obviously, this is no longer relevant, so it doesn't matter. But there you have it. So what are your guys' thoughts on the fact that they're doing a part 1 and a part 2 fan meetup? I think that this is a very gutsy move, but I also think that there's going to be the proper like safety measures and contingencies to prevent any sort of clapback from the events of part 1. If I were to look at this from a more positive lens, I would say that because they're doing a part 1, part 2, they want the fans to attend and rave about the part 1 units. I think that's what that means. I think that they are so incredibly confident about how good these part 1 units are that they want these people to come back and tell them to their face how busted the 9-year anniversary part 1 LRs are. Is it going to be Dual Dokkan Festival? Is it going to be Dokkan Festival Carnival? We will have to wait and see, but I am looking forward to this. So global players, JP players, we are less than a month away from this live stream event. Look forward to it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts and theories on what is going to be coming up for the 9-year anniversary in terms of theme, in terms of maybe JP, the producers planning behind all this. Keep in mind that in between these 2 fan meetups, Omatsu will be taking a quick little trip over to Los Angeles for the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour for the global stuff that is going to be coming up. So it's going to be 9-year anniversary hype in Japan. Come over to Los Angeles for presumably some sort of global snooze fest, and then back to Japan for the 9-year anniversary part 2 festivities. So what are your thoughts on what they could be revealing? Do you think that this means good things for 9-year? Do you think that this could mean something else? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content of the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know I'm going to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.